It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today I'm going to be reviewing Mr. Consistent of supermarket beer. That is Northern Monk Brewing Company. When I mean Mr. Consistent, what I mean is that they keep doing things, and I think doing things right. Whenever you pick up a Northern Monk Brewing Company beer in a supermarket, whether it be Tesco's or Morrisons, you will be paying £4 for a can of their beer. Being whether it's Death Star 3, an amazing Imperial Stout, or North Star 2, another amazing Imperial Stout for £4 a can. They're delicious beers, delicious beers. Transient was another beer that they produced, and that was, I think when I reviewed it, £4. I think it's been reduced to £3.50 now, but it's still above that kind of £3 a can generic kind of pricing range of supermarket craft cans. So, Northern Monk collaboration. I'm super excited about this. It's a collaboration with Rivington. Now, Rivington Craft Brewery, I've been banging on about this brewery for the last year. They've been producing excellent beer, have Rivington. This is called Order of the North. It's a double dry hopped IPA coming in at 7% ABV. £4 a can, 440 millilitres. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. I really am hoping that this is going to be a great beer. There's so many beers in the supermarkets now that are just not very good. They're £3 a can, it's all a bit wishy-washy. The sour beers are not really sour. The IPA, supposed New England Hazy stuff, is all concentrated ice cream purees, ice cream concentrated that they're throwing in their beers instead of hops. And it's all a bit rubbish. Apart from a few breweries, Northern Monk being one of them, that are normally the exception. They produce great beer. They're just asking you to pay £1 more. They're asking you to pay £1 more, and they're delivering you really good beer for that £1 more. I don't think that's much to ask. I really don't think that's much to ask. £1 more for something that hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be as good as what I have in my glass today. Two Finger White Head Hazy straw coloured beer. This looks like a New England IPA, doesn't it? Hazy straw coloured. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, puts a smile on my face. Straight away, puts a smile on my face. Already I'm thinking, that was £4 well spent. Touch of passion fruit, touch of mango, touch of grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. Got me salivating. When I get a good aroma of a beer, your body takes over, your saliva glands start producing more saliva than it probably should, and then you start kind of, it's just, you know, looking forward to something. It smells delicious, it really does. I'm going to dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yes, it's good. It's good. It's Friday afternoon good. Where do I start with this? Right, okay. Gonna start with the drinkability. I really want to start shouting passion fruit and mango at you, but I'm not going to do that for a minute. I want to talk about the drinkability of the beer. They've added oats. They might have added a little bit of lactose, but it makes the beer creamy. It makes the beer slick. It makes the beer full-bodied, really full-bodied. And that just seems to work with this style of beer. It's 7% ABV, so I'm not going to call it a double IPA. For me, it's not quite double IPA ABV. It's not kind of American kind of IPA either, because American IPA is about 6%. You kind of like your standard New England IPAs at about 6%. Then you have your double IPA category that kicks in at about 8%. This is kind of in between. It's in between American IPA and American double IPA in terms of kind of style. But it works. It's got the drinkability of an American IPA. It's also got the mouthfeel of an American double IPA. That kind of rich, creamy mouthfeel. Because you have to add more hops to the beer. You've got to really kind of throw them hops in. That last, I'm just thinking hops. Let me retract that. They have to add a lot of malt. That's the one. Bing! They have to add a lot of malt to the beer. The more malt you add, the more sugars you're producing. The more sugars get turned into alcohol, the higher the ABV. Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about, honestly. Yeah, so the more malt they add, the more sugars they produce, the more ABV. So, but by adding more malt to the beer, I'm back on track now. By adding more malt to the beer, you're adding more of a mouthfeel, much more of a mouthfeel. And it's good. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's a nice introduction. For a company like Rivington, I think they've spotted an opportunity here, Rivington, to do this collaboration with Northern Monk. Because there are brewers out there who are independents, who are kind of very skeptical about jumping into the supermarket arena. It's very busy, it's very popular. Because of the quality, that they're asking you to produce beers for generally £3. They're full of ice cream concentrates. The sour beers are not really sour. It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess. And so companies like Verdant, they're almost like staunch, we're not getting involved in this. But I think Rivington Brewing Company here are being very clever. The independent IPA brewing companies, your Verdants, your Northern Monks, your Polly's Brew Co's, your Cloudwaters, it's a very busy arena. There's lots of people competing in that arena of that kind of popular New England IPA style. And it's starting to become difficult to stand out from the crowd. So Rivington have come in, they've produced some amazing beers, but of course everybody else is producing amazing beers as well, amazing New England IPAs. So they've gone, they probably approached Northern Monk and they've said, hey, can we brew this collaboration? Or maybe Northern Monk have seen that Rivington are producing amazing beers and have kind of put their arm around their shoulder really and said, hey, do you want to come and join us with a Morrisons beer? And that's great. That's great because now they're not little Rivington anymore trying to compete with lots of other New England IPA craft brewers. They are Rivington Brewing Company that are in Morrisons. And Morrisons is a national company the beer's being seen all over the UK. I only know this because I once launched a beer with Brains Brewery. It was called Barry Island IPA. That went national with Tesco, and it went national with Morrisons at the time. And because this happened in the first 2 years of me becoming a beer reviewer, all of a sudden this kind of stroke of luck happened for me, and my name on the can was all over the UK. It was a bizarre situation. It really was. That I really didn't kind of grasp that opportunity. I had a young family. I had babies in the house. So I was restricted into what I could have kind of taken. If that happened right now, where I've got 2 teenage daughters in school, then blimey, yeah, I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm going to take that opportunity massively. But back then I was in a different world. I was in a different kind of frame of mind. I was doing this for fun. I didn't really grasp the opportunity that kind of came my way. I was too young. I wasn't too business minded back then. But yeah, if that happened now, poof, I'd be all over that. Be on the phone to these companies like wildfire. I'd be on the phone to Verdant and Cloudwater and Northern Monk and all of these wonderful companies. I did get offers. I did get a lot of brewing offers back in the day, and it's helped to grow the YouTube channel to where it is today. By no means am I standing here saying I'm a failure. By no means am I doing that, because I've had some wild rides in the beer industry. I really have, and travelled the world as well. Anyway, that was a bit of a kind of a sideways step in a beer review, wasn't it? Let's get back on track. Let's rate it. Northern Monk, ex-Rivington Brewery collaboration, Order of the North, double dry hopped IPA, 7% ABV. Fantastic. It's still got good lacing on the glass. Looks good, smells good, tastes good. I like that enough. For a £4 beer, would I buy that again? Yeah, I'd buy that again for £4. I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.